Hello, welcome to another edition of Normalising Rarities, and I'm saying that, and I've said it a couple of times, but mostly it is to remind myself that we are in fact working with actual rarities, and just because I see hundreds of them, thousands of them every day, every week, every month, doesn't mean that they don't come from the ground, get hunted down, and are arduously mined by people who are... Hello, sweetheart. He's got a sexy bum. Nice one, Tudes. As I was saying, yeah, miners also, yeah, rarities. That's what we do here, specifically from Africa. Hello, it's National Lizard Day. So, apparently. It's also...
Unofficial.
It's... Gavin, what other national day is it?
Flavoured Crust Day.
Flavoured Crust Day.
And cream something day.
And cream some flavoured crusted cream day. It's all oh, anyway, we're here for the shiny stuff, not the crusts. John over there, he's here for the photography, and he's shining and smiling because today is absolutely glorious. It's probably the first day of spring. We're early. Having said that, we're going to be punished severely, because as they say here in Africa, no good day goes unpunished. Right, we've got a couple of really pretty items today, but before I get to that, T's and C's. We're a wholesaler. Africa require a minimum order of 10 kilograms before we ship. We are in Africa, so the shipping takes a lot of running to cross the ocean, and therefore we try to alleviate the price per kg by having that minimum of 10 kilograms. The rand's actually doing quite well, surprisingly. It's 17.56 to the dollar. Don't know what the Americans are doing there, man. What's going on, guys? Apart from that, you got 7 days to confirm and pay any claims. You can stockpile. Obviously, you don't need to buy all 10 kilograms at the same time. We're not like that. Yeah, apart from that, I think it's 6 months, Cara. How long can we... yeah, 6 months. 6 months until we charge you interest for... if you haven't shipped. So that, for those guys who have been storing one flat here for 4 or 5 years, well, it's going to come to some kind of conclusion. Right, first trolley. Ooh, my dog's so happy to get out because Cara and the car has been fixed, so now he can get around. Good boy. Right, first up we got 4 Sashi Red River agates. 2 quite large ones. These are absolutely gorgeous. Rated as very good to A grade. I'll show you the big ones first. And then these geodes, I think they were just accidentally cut the wrong way, but they're still absolutely pretty. They are rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $28. $28 for basically 2. Well, actually, is this a pair? It probably is. No, it's not a pair. So what? These might be a pair. Kind of. Yeah, there and thereabouts. $28 for 4 of these. That's a flat 813. Happy days. On to some Bestite polished standing freeforms, 1.46 kilograms worth of beautiful red Piemontite from Messina. They're right next to the Zambezi River. No, I'm talking shit. It's right next to the Limpopo River. Limpopo is the boundary or the border between South Africa and Zimbabwe. Beitbridge, 10 k's from Beitbridge is Messina, which is quite a famous little location for all kinds of very expensive minerals. 3 beautiful bastite. Oh, you might know this as Dragon's Bloodstone. We know it as Piemontite on Epidote. Rated as very good to A grade. These 3 little Piemontite Epidote Buttes are going to be $51. That's flat 806. On to, well, we cross the Limpopo and head up into Zimbabwe. Not very far, 200 kilometers from the Beitbridge border is Sharetse, and that's where these beautiful scepter-like crystals, or these smoky amethysts, come from, which I find mildly annoying and hard, because if it's only 200 kilometers from the South African border, I cannot fathom why it's so hard to get more Sharetse, if you know what I mean. And I'll tell you what, the Sharetses, the worth, the branding and the name alone has pretty much escalated the value of these little beasties up to where Brandberg is at the moment, which is expensive. So no, it's not going to stop anytime soon either. These are beautiful little Sharetses. They are rated as good, very good to A grade. 370 grams, $29. That's going to cost you at least 3 coffees in a day. That's a flat 800. Next up, the purpurite that we mine ourselves. Earlier mistaken for cobalt bloom in Canada. It was later found that it's in fact not cobalt blue or anything cobalt. It's manganese induced purple. If I could just... These are gorgeous. When they come out of the ground or when you polish or slice them, they look dog's bottom black. But after 5 minutes in hydrofluoric acid, they bring out this beautiful shiny metallic purple. It's beautiful. 1.96 kilos, rated very good to A grade. 12 of these are going to set you back $32, which is, well, I suppose another coffee. Flat 818. Next up, Malawi. In Sanjay, to be specific, blue lace agate. There are actually 7 little polished fellas in this flat. This one's a bit of an innocuous specimen. There's a nicer one with a big vug. Hope you guys are counting. So I've done 3. There's a whole bunch of small ones that are just hiding away. There's a nice little flatty. Polished blue lace agate, rated very good to A grade. These 7, there are 3 reasonably large polished freeforms, and the rest are just tiny little ones. Well, tiny, I suppose galets or palm stones. 1.35 kgs, they're going to cost $55. That is flat 799. On to some Cobultion dolomite. Now I see quite a lot of people are, and I say quite a lot of people, a lot of people are flogging this as Cobultion calcite on the websites. It's not. It's dolomite. And I made this mistake as well because I don't know if these are the best examples of them, but dolomite and calcite, when a rhombohedral structure, look, well, it's the same structure. So it's an easy mistake to make. This, however, is not calcite. And it's also not from the Mashamba West mine, which is where you get the calcite. 6 beautiful Salros or Cobultion dolomite specimens. They weigh 1.84 kilos, rated good, very good to A grade. They're going to cost $47. That's flat 820. Next up, the what date is it today, Cara?
14.
It is the 14th of August, and the sale of the labradorite production mine and plant has happened, and we shall no longer be getting cheap labradorite. No, that's right. Going forward, as far as governments are concerned, and government employees and people who own private mines, they'll be, drip feeding us Labradorite for the rest of eternity, and expect the prices to go up. There are 14 little one-side polished Labradorite specimens here. I like these more than, say, the rounded galets, or spheres for that matter. Labradorite does not lend itself to essencing around the bend. It's kind of a straight up stone, not beats around the bush. Just give me a straight up look, unlike my camera, who doesn't want to focus. But yeah, you can see the back end. I like rough Labradorite because it always puts me in the mind of many years ago when people found it for the first time and then got all religious on it. No doubt. These 14 weigh 1.11 kilos, rated all over the show. They're going to cost $26. That's flat $7.97. Next up, also from Madagascar, we got two lovely little Sakahoni celestite specimens. It's not cracked, it's nothing untoward. I suppose it is unfortunate that it has a little Christmas snow on the tip there. This could be the Everest of celestite. Nice large crystals. 1.82 for the two. They're rated as very good, both of them. Still some scuff marks on that, the Everest of celestite, or the Everest of strontium, if you like. These two are going to cost $35. That's a very nice price for flat $824. What have you dropped? What was that? Sashi. The sashi got dropped by Jono. We had this conversation last week. Hey, Jono. Nothing broken, nothing scratched, nothing to see here, just some silky green malachite. Oh, Kasumpi silky, a little bit of Kasumpi chatoyancy here, 1.32 kilograms for 3 specimens. These are rated as very good to A grade. Nice thin little specimens. The smallest of the bunch. Nice and chatoyant. Not too heavy. Very nice little flat of 3 silky malachites. It's $53 for a whole lot of green copper. That is flat $803. Next up, polished Shutterkite and chrysocolla and malachite and planchite, which is what this is. This little white in between the Shutterkite. These are from Kahokeveld in Namibia. There's some nice Shutterkite there. Nice dark blue. Very dark there. They're rated as good, very good to A grade. There's that dark indigo Shutterkite blue for you. They weigh 1.15 kilograms. They're going to cost you all of $46. That is flat $795. Then, what is a sale in South Africa without some Bukanotuk? Yeah, I know. I could hear it in the background, baying for Bukanotuk. 3 clusters weighing 1.4 kilograms. This is a beauty. It's a nice little one. Not too much base. They're rated all as A grade, which these little Bukanotuks are all from the front of the classroom. Is that a chip? Not too much. No. Minor little blemish over there on the tip. There we go. Beautiful Bukanotuk. 3 clusters will set you back all of $68. That's 1.4 kilograms worth of A grade fairy quartz, spirit quartz, flat $864. Nice. Then on to some lapidary heaven, and if it's one thing that always sells, if it's for you or for us, it's always going to be amethyst. And chevron amethyst from Zambia is pretty much a no-brainer. Look at this beauty. Some people might argue that the chevrons are there to warn you. Others might say, well, no, it's just to keep you safe. 12 of these little rough cobbed chevron amethysts from Zambia. They weigh 4.26 kilograms, which puts you almost halfway to being able to ship. They're going to cost all of $32. That is flat 822. Then, from Zimbabwe, most likely Sondawana, because there's a big-ass lithium production plant near close to Sondawana. This is a lepidolite. 2 lepidolite polished standing freeforms, resplendent in their royal chaplain purples. Often comes with a bit of rubellite and little splashes of blue lithium, but there isn't any in these. But they are pretty attractive and very shiny. Great polish. 1.44 kilograms, rated as very good. They're going to set you back all of $29. That is flat 847. Then, for those that are feeling indecisive, we've got a flat of mixed rocks. This is all, no, it's not Namibian, it's Southern African, because that is most certainly from the Congo. It's a bit of Salrose. We did a flat of Cabochon dolomite just a second or two ago. It's joined by some weird fluorite. Obviously, it's a bit of a Currabib fluorite there, purple fluorite, green in the middle. Interesting specimen. Some aquamarine. This is from the Currabib deposit. Now I'm hoping, I'm always scared to mention this, but there's about 40 or 50 kilograms of this coming through, hopefully within the next few weeks. There's a little a box of them alone. Then there's Malagasy quartz cluster. Look, it looks exactly like almost half of everyone's crystal logo. It's exactly what you want. Some silky malachite from Kasompi. And some Shareti, some large, nice long Shareti. That's smoky amethyst. Ooh, look at this crystal here. Tell me you don't like that. That is hot toddy. Very nice. 1.15 kilograms of well, mixed crystals from Southern Africa. It's going to cost $40. That's flat 367. Then from Swaziland, we've got another mix of a kind called Banket, except this is pyrite held together by a bit of red jade, quartzite, jade-like quartzite. It's beautifully brecciated. There's 4 of these little points or prisms in this flat. Very pretty, very pretty. 1.21 kgs, rated very good to A grade. Pyrite right there. Sorry, did I say, is that red jasper? What, I can't remember what I said before. Nice splashes of red there. That is very attractive. This little flat here weighs 1.21 kilograms. It's going to cost $48 for the 4 standing prisms. That's flat 825. Next up, Morirongo Magic, and it's black tourmaline with the miculite. 1.36 kilograms. These are rated as very good to A grade. Quite a lot of vermiculite there. Mica vermiculite. This one's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. 3 others. Always good to look at these because, well, you never know what you find. Often the miners in Namibia, they try to find tourmaline first and foremost because the black tourmaline invariably is a clue to bigger things behind them. And invariably they are the proverbial gatekeepers of cavities within the earth. That's black tourmaline. And you find the black tourmaline, it'll lead you to greater minerals. Likewise in life, 1.36 kilograms of very good to A-grade tourmaline, $62 for flat 860.
Just out of interest, you were talking about interesting facts for the day.
Yes.
I've just looked and it said today is National Cancel all your insurance policies and then cancel Christmas and buy rocks day.
Excellent.
Know that.
Oh my God. Well, there you go, guys. Well, you were all wondering about the bollocks we were
Very unknown facts.
talking about earlier. It's not, in fact, any of that. And bugger Mother's Day. It's cash in your savings day and spend it on rocks. And sell your mother-in-law or father-in-law. Well, right, next up, we've got some largish.
What if it's not? What if your mother-in-law?
Speak up. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Speak
What if
up.
your mother-in-law's not working?
What if your mother-in-law is not worth very much? She asks a South African who has to save weeks to buy one pocket of potatoes because it's that expensive here now. Is your mother-in-law worth a sack of potatoes? I'll take the potatoes, thank you.
Nine.
Wait a minute. Do you love your mother-in-law?
I do, all three of them.
Oh my God. Poly mother-in-lawist. Righto. On to, well, homogeneous green malachite tumblestones. Slightly larger than tumblestones. Ooh, there's one with a little bit of chrysocolla in it. These are rated as very good to A grade, 1.39 kilograms for 35 little nicely flowery, banded, pattern, pretty malachite polished free forms, $45 for 35. That's flat 823. Jeez, I was a bit reaching there. Right, on to something rather interesting and pretty. That is a pretty blue. It's a flat of, well, it's notated as, well, Mndingi mine, so it's supposed to be ball malachite. But I'll tell you what. Hey, Brandon, come here, please.
Yo.
Show me the ball malachite, my friend.
Ball malachite.
Yeah.
There you go, over this side.
Oh,
There she is.
oh my Lord. All right. Thanks, man. I'm glad I asked you that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a beautiful ball malachite specimen. I can't find it. There we go. We got a beautiful ball malachite specimen with a side portion of juicy coated chrysocolla. And that really is very pretty. Like truly. A little bit of a copper infused juicy as well on top of there. That's a nice one. And it's not lonely. No, it has a friend. And together they weigh 1.4 kilograms. Look at the shiny. Yes. All around. That nice red copper infused dolomite. Lovely flat. This is rated as good. Very good to A grade, 1.4 kgs. It's gonna, I tell you what, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna cost $45 for the two. That's flat 856. Nice. Right, then on to a flat of 4 rose quartz spheres. Now these are interesting because, and I quite like this. 1.41 kilos, 4 spheres, 4 different grades. Let's go. Right, so. I reckon that's double A, and that's probably A, that's good, and that's very good. So let's start rock bottom and see if we can find it. Okay, Okay, check it out, check it out. So my guess is that the good grade won't have an asterism, but as you can tell, this one most certainly does. Right. It gets dodgier. Ah, right. Okay, maybe it's this one. Okay, that was the very good one, and this is the good one. Ooh, nice little rainbow veil there. Oh, no, no, no. There's hints of asterism-like behavior. Where are you? Where are you? I'll find you. There we go. Hey! For a good only little rose quartz sphere, this is a little bit of an overachiever. Nice. Heading on into the A-grade stuff. Right, you can see that gemmy nature. That's a beaut. Oh, yes, and look at her shine. Nice. Double A grade? Why, yes, please. Oh. Tell you what, it's such a double A that the lines just want to... There's probably too many lines wanting to find attention. But look at that. That is wicked. Very nice. 4 little rose quartz spheres of all different backgrounds and different qualities. $39. That is super duper cheap for 1.41 kgs worth of catcher star in a crystal. Flat $8.55. Next up, petrified limbs from Gokwe, Zimbabwe. Beautiful texture around the sides. One side polished only. The 4, oh, geez, that is heavy, man. That is 2.87 for the 4 altogether. Just see there, that looked like a little itsy bitsy, I wouldn't even call that a scratch, it's a blemish. Ooh. You always want to see a little bit of iron and petrified anything. Bring in the passionate red, man. These are rated as all of them A grade. These scaredy pants pieces of wood are going to cost you $49. That is flat $8.43. On to some stichtite on serpentine. This is from Barberton in the Lowveld. 6 little polished freeforms. Slightly too large to be called palm stones. Possibly a gallet. You will know this as Atlantisite. They are really good. That is beautiful stichtite. That is the lilac purple webbing on top of the green. That is A to very good grade, $43 only. That is flat $8.36. To the center of the trolley we go. We've got a green opal standing freeform, rated as good only. This little fellow's been hanging out at the back of the classroom, making naughty things with his little naughty opal friends. That's why he's only come to the fore now. Ooh, look at those dendritic patterns right there. Those are beautiful. Bit of quartz as well. That's the only kind of blemish as such. Look at those. It's very nice. 1.41 kilograms worth of green opalness. It's $33 only. Flat $844. Then a polished window, well, polished pink amethyst window quartz. Nice little limonite inclusions. It weighs slightly more than 1 kg. Slightly more because of that rainbow veil over there. As you well know, the rainbows are quite hefty. They take up the entire skyline sometimes. Doesn't come with a cost. This little polished window quartz is going to cost $92. That is for flat number 5. Tell you what, I should probably do it. Okay, so mind me, I'm barefoot because it's a nice warm day, and this is Legoland, if you know what I mean. Tip there has a couple of minor, tiny nicks, but other than that, it's a beaut. Very nice. Next up, we've got some shiny from the Congo, bringing us all kinds of copper magic. There are 2 absolutely extraordinary chrysocollars covered in druzy. There's a bit of malachite on the side there as well. Bit of native copper that's crept into the druzy as well. Two specimens, they weigh 1.29 kilograms altogether. They're both rated as A grade. Bit of heterogenite over there on the side as well, just for flavour. This malachite's pretty wicked as well, man. Very pretty little malacola. This white over here is most likely to be kaolinite. But that is quite a special. Look at those crystalline malachite pieces are also covered in druzy. Very special 2 pieces. 1.29 kilograms. They are rated as A grade. They're going to cost $184. That is full flat 80. Then a flat piece of little Bucanote beautificness. It weighs 1.26 kilograms. It's got a nice thin base, except for the back. I suppose, actually, you know what? I've got it all wrong all along. Oh, maybe not. Can it stand? It should stand. Well, with a little help from my friends. Why not? There we go. A standing natural Bucanote hook spirit quartz cluster with nice limonite in the base and a little bit of iron red for flavour. Rated as A grade. It's going to cost $62. That is for flat 829. Alright, his tide is standing up now, and the limonite has its turn in the sun. 4.37 kilograms worth of very good to A grade. I'm going to have to pick this up because this vug... Look. Oh, here we go. That's a beauty. Nice little specks of goethite in the limonite as well, and this vug here is what I wanted to get the sun to show. If I can just get in there. I can't, because now, you know how they say, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadow. But this vug, and geez, it's got some. Let me try this in the shade. Maybe that'll be easier. Yes, that's cool. That is awesome. Look at that secondary quartz growth over the limonite. It's just always something that you want to see. Oh yeah. It's a beaut. It's a beaut. It's 4.37 kilograms. It's going to cost $102. That is flat 298. Lekker. Welcome to the second trolley where we are admiring some of Jono's very best Demortiorite golf clubs. These are spectacular golf clubs because, as you well know, Demortiorite is a hell of a hard material, and it does take some beating to beat a golf ball with that. Strategically placing them for the photography. Watch and learn while Jono does his magic. A face of concentration, the focus, the nimble little finger. Oh, was that it? Okay, well, never mind that then. Welcome to the second trolley. And if you think golf clubs were cool, then you would think that pumpkins are even better. Just in time for Halloween. That's right. Verdite, green verdite pumpkins. It's something that you never knew that you wanted, but now that you've seen it, how are you going to live without it? So, in the description, these were notated as patty pans. We live in Africa, so your average patty pan is about a third of the size. I don't know if the European or American patty pans grow bigger. I reckon this is a bit more of a green pepper. What do you think, Green Cara? If you can't see her, it's because she's camouflaged in green.
Vegetable, that's what it is.
What is that?
A vegetable.
A vegetable? Mm-hmm. There we go. It's a nice green vegetable. 4 vegetables weigh 3.53 kilograms. They're all rated as very good. So no misbehaving. They all come from good childhoods, well brought up. A little bit of education on the side. $41 for the 4. That's flat 830.
Someone is prepping for Halloween.
Someone is prepping for Halloween. Who?
Well, someone put patty mushroom.
Because patty pans are so scary.
Well, because traditionally pumpkins are used.
Yeah, traditionally pumpkins are used. There you go. Halloween. Right, on to some
There's Halloween.
polished. Okay, hang on. It's Halloween. Where's Halloween, Clara? Please elaborate.
Scary. Look how scary it is.
Oh, the little bastard.
He will eat the pumpkin vegetable.
Please admire the scourge of my vegetable garden. And also they tease Fig, but one day is one day until Fig's gonna get him, and then there'll be vivid regrets, as they say. Shatterkite, polished from the oh no, these are these Congolese? Yes, they are Congolese. 1.21 kilograms for 35 little polished Shatterkites. They're not alone either. There's chrysocolla, there's malachite, there's quartz, some plantshite. Do I pronounce that correctly? This one's particularly attractive. Dark blue Shatterkite. 1.21 kilograms, rated good, very good to A grade. $50 for 35 little Shatterkite cocktails. It's going to be flat 828. Nice. Next up, we got some Malagasy polished agate standing freeforms. Beautifully translucent. Maybe I should put the light off. My flashlight. There we go. So it doesn't reflect that translucency with that nice 3D layer effect. .06 kilograms is what 4 of these little beasties weigh. It's not a chip, it's just part of it. There we go, this is a beauty. Ooh, looking at these. Audrey, that Picasso agate, is it still there?
No.
I've got to show you guys this. All right, so yeah, 4 of these little standings, and then I'm going to show you some artwork. $40 for flat 815. Right, so often, as you would know, if you're an old-fashioned newspaper reader, there would be sections in the newspaper to comment about humorously shaped vegetables, as you can only imagine. But then we found humorously shaped stones. And here, if you see it, you cannot unsee it. It's the scream.
One-eyed cookie monster.
Oh, how cool is that? It is the original scream. Thank you, Audrey. Anyway, thanks for humouring me there. Hey, he's wearing a Springbok shirt. That's right, Aussies. Can't wait for Saturday. Where was I? Oh, there I was. Right, so we were with agates, and now we're moving on to another beautiful specimen style with 780 grams worth of juicy, well, copper-infused juicy chrysocolla. In this instance, there are 6 specimens. They are rated all as A grade. Tell me that's not gorgeous. Juicy all over the dolomite there. Nice little pseudomorph malachite after azurite blades, then covered by chrysocolla itself, and then covered by a little blanket of quartzy juicy. Nice. And who said blue was cold? More of that very attractive copper-infused juicy there. A little bit of heterogenite there as well. Absolutely gorgeous flat, this from the Congo. It's going to set you back all of $84. That's for the 6A grade chrysocollas covered in a blanket of juicy, flat 90. Then we've got some sunset calcite from Spitzkoppen. Spitzkoppen, place famous for, well, Spitzkoppen specifically, which is the name of a little mounty hill outcrop. It brings us calcite, it brings us topaz, mostly it's famous for topaz, but orange calcite, this particular one with some very nice biotite. These 12 specimens are rated as very good to A grade. They weigh 3.02 kilograms. Resplendent in their rhombohedral formation. I'm always grateful for being able to pronounce it. That is $38 for the 12, flat 805. Next up from the Northern Cape, Priska to be exact, some tiger eye standing freeforms. And you can see that beautiful fibrous asbestos chatoyancy. Of course, it's not asbestos anymore. It's crystallized a few years ago. Nice little vein of hematite running up the length. There are 4 standing freeforms in here. They are rated good, very good to A grade. A lot of hematite there. There we go. That is quite unusual. You know what? The asbestos originally usually comes out in slabs, maybe yay thick. So you can see the fibers running horizontally there, which means that this was an unusually large slab, which is, well, quite special. Yo, lots of hematite in this one. Not so much the chatoyancy, a little bit on the side there. I suppose this would be the good grade only. These 4 are going to set you back $46. That is for flat 831. Malagasy quartz. I don't think this has been polished. No, this is natural. It's got some limonite iron oxidation on the outside and inside. There are 5 clusters or crystals. They are pretty. Little itty bitty chip over there on the tip. Bitty. They are rated as very good to A grade. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's walk the Lego walk. See what that looks like in the sun. There we go. Some gorgeous quartz clusters from Madagascar. 5 of them. They weigh 2.11 kilograms. They're going to set you back gargantuan $31. That is flat 807. Lekker. Next up, labradorite palm stones, all 24 of them. They are rated as very good to A grade. They weigh 1.35 kilograms. It's very nice. Generally, you can see the quality of labradorite if you just scan over it. See, that one's, well, yeah, it's got a nice essence. I'm just picking on the crappy ones, and they're turning out to be not so crappy, which is always grand. Hello. Nice little flight of labradorite galets or palm stones. These are $40 for 24. That's flat 833. And we cross the Indian Ocean and hit Zambia, which has got no ports whatsoever. Not because due to lack of development, because I think Zambia is doing actually quite well politically and economically speaking. This amethyst here, well, it's because they're landlocked, okay, obvious. 3 clusters of dark amethyst. A little bit of iron quartz coating on these. Rated as medium good to very good at best. Oh, this is nice. Look at that. A little chevron base giving air to those beautiful crystals. That's very nice. These 3 are going to set you back $30. That's $10 for a nice, large, chunky, dark amethyst. No brainer. Flat 838. Then, as far as I'm concerned, this is the flat of the sale. Let's start off with the fluorite. Look at the little interwoven cubic bits of fluorite. It's kind of a weird, darkish purple. It's got a clean fluorite base. It's too easy to say that this comes from Okaruso, but that is the guess. It's joined by a beautiful Brandberg smoky crystal. It's a large one too. Nice windows, beautiful clarity. I don't know what that red is. Bit of limonite there. That is a stunning crystal. And then, hey, our old friend Foytite. Yum, 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 yum. Look at that beautiful fluorofoytite on the surface, as well as creeping into the quartz. Or did the quartz creep over the foytite? Just a bit of iron there as well to give a little bit of nice color contrast. It is a stunning cluster. These 3 weigh 1.19 kilos. They're rated as very good. They're going to cost $52. That is for flat 809. Righto. You think that was nice? Well, this is even nicer. Some polished blue lace agate from Sanjay, a little village next to the Shire River in Malawi. I'll be honest, that is a little top heavy. So probably not for them who have toddlers running around their lounge. Maybe put this on top of something tall. We'll see, it stands solidly, but it's obviously like a small base. But the next one, look at the amethyst in this beastie. That is, I can't. Can you see the amethyst? Can you? Oh, the light doesn't really help, but that is a hell of an anomaly to have that nice grape flavored amethyst blue lace quartz lining the blue lace itself. It's a beautiful standing freeform. Nice with blue lace all around the sides. This is a... Let me just see the tip. I'll get off the Lego blocks. A little bit of a nick there, but nothing too bad. I reckon Tudor can fix that within seconds. Oh, he'll hate me for that. 1.45 kilos. These are rated as A grade both. They're going to cost $62. That is flat 817. Yummy. Next up, banded ironstone from the Northern Cape. There are 3 standing freeforms rated very good to A grade. They're not all the same. These ones have very nice slimming hematite lines. It's actually quite a large stone, but because of the lines, it looks smaller. Hey, Tudor.
Yes.
Whilst you're here, sorry man, I just dumped you into it. The tip on this little beastie there, do you reckon that'll take you about 5 minutes to just to smoothen out slightly?
Not quite 5 minutes, but I'll try for you. Get it done if possible.
No, spoken like a true administrator. Thank you, Toots.
Cool. No, you took things.
That is a beautiful, that's a beauty. Nice. No worries. So we were banging on about slimming lines and bulky banded ironstone. There's another one. This is actually a slimmer one, but because of the lines, it's put on some weight. Deceptive. Beautiful. Hard stone to polish. Lovely hematite. These 3 are going to cost $51. That is flat 821. Hook and hook. Here we go. We got 12 beautiful little spirit quartz clusters. They're rated very good to A grade. 1.31 kilograms. They're gonna set you back $60. So $60 for 1.31 is a very good price. You're looking at generally, I don't know about the mental arithmetic there, but it's generally about $50 per kg for A grade. It seems about fair. 814. Next up, we've got Sharetsi. There are 70 small little crystals here. If you are into making jewelry, then happy days. If you are into selling small crystals, even happier days. These are rated as good, very good to A grade. Just off the cuff. Oh, they're all pretty cool, man. You've got these nice Sharetsi traditional scepters. A couple of really small ones. Hello, little sweetie. Look at that little fellow over there. $37 for 70 Sharetsis. That's a lekker bargain. Flat 845. Nice. Onto some, Swazi bloodstone. Double terminated crystals, all 6 of them. They're rated as very good to A grade. They come with bonus gratis pyrite. Most of them, no, all of them. I was just about to say there's a little bit of pyrite in that jade jasper. Gorgeous. Rated very good to A grade. The $55 for 6 of these. Flat 808. Then we have some beautiful black tourmaline with highlight opal. 35 fancy little crystals. Look at the perfect formation of those Mercedes Benzes. That's very nice. Feldspar. Oh, hello, what is this? Is that? It is tourmaline. No, it is tourmaline and aquamarine. We'll just zoom in there. I think that, I reckon that is aquamarine. Yeah, I reckon that's aquamarine. Some highlight opal there. Beautiful. Luster. More aquamarine, more highlight opal. Very nice flat of black tourmaline shawl. 660 grams. I already picked that other one up. Pretty. $45 for 35 top-notch black tourmaline shawl. That's a flat 149. Nice. Next up, oh yeah, we got some Laputo mine. No, this is some Laputo and some Sal Rose. Am I wrong here? Kakunda. Yeah, I was wrong. It's nice being wrong. 860 grams worth of well, juicy coated malachite in this instance. Juicy coated Cobultion dolomite in this instance. Chrysocolla. Call me shiny if you want. There's more juicy than anything else. This one's a bit sad. A bit of iron coating that didn't get cleaned out. They are rated good, very good only, so that stands to reason. This is cool. That's a hot, totty little specimen. Here we got some more malachite. Dolomite flashing in the background as well. More of a silicate chrysocolla. Very, very nice flat. Congolese juicy with, well, greens and pinks. They're only going to cost $34. That is flat 227. Yum, 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 yum. Next up, Girasol. Some shady quartz palm stones. They are rated as very good to A grade, 1.25 kilograms for the 20. Some limonite in this fella. A little bit more of a smoky element in the bottom left hand. These 20 are going to cost $36. That's flat 857. On to the center of the trolley. And hello, that's Mr. Blue Lace to you. That is a big fella right there. That's, oh, hello, finger. 3.77 kilograms worth of Blue Lace polished magic. Blue Lace vug on the inside, yes. And then all kinds of beautiful Blue Lace on the outside too. That is a beautiful standing freeform, a nice centerpiece. Draw the attention away from anything else in your room. Rated as very good. This Blue Lace is going to cost $135. That is flat 812. Next up, we've got a nice, large, petrified tree limb, polished only on the one side. It is absolutely, it's got a big vug. Back in prehistoric times, big lizard, squirrel types carved this hole out of the wood. Oh, can I get in there? How deep can I go? Oh, not too deep. Hello there. Almost a hollow piece of petrified wood limb. It's 1.85 kilograms worth of beautifulness. It's A grade. It's gonna cost, all of $32. That's wicked. Good. Flat 826. Then on to a beautiful, it's named as ball malachite, and that's because it has balls of malachite. Very tiny little, tiny little balls. Some botroidal, but this is an absolutely beautiful, sparkling specimen. Rated as A grade. It weighs 710 grams, not much to it really. It's just a nice flat piece on top of quartz. Not that the quartz got a chance, because the malachite got in there and said, hello, this is my resting place. This beautiful specimen is, it's going to cost, that's $37 for flat 869. Yeesh, nice. Right, on to something a little bit out of the ordinary. It's, I think this is Zambian. It's Zambian quartz, a pillar of amethyst and iron. Nice rough on the outside this side. The other side, a lot cleaner. But it is beautiful. It's a beautiful specimen, quite large, 2.6 kilograms. It does stand with the help of a little standard helper. It's rated as only good grade, and it's going to cost, hold your breath, that's going to set you back all of $36. Medusa's amethyst, flat 890. Tudor is back with a smoother than before blue lace beauty. Thank you, sir.
Only a pleasure.
That little rough.
Now it's even better.
Well, it's a little bit dusty over there, but never mind that. It is beautiful and it is smooth on top. Thank you, Tudor. You are a gentleman, a scholar,
Only a pleasure.
and a Tudor.
Yes, I am indeed.
Right, that goes back over here. This was what? Flat 817. So that was sorted out. Happy days. This is the amethysty one. Anyway, moving on to the last item on the second trolley, we've got the proverbial Super Bowl of celestite. That is strontium deluxe. Beautiful large gem. No major scuff marks. This is a beauty. It's rated as very good to A grade. It weighs 7.57 kilograms. And it's quite a slender fella as far as celestites are concerned. You can see that's all there is to it. It's gonna, look at that, there's a nice deep vug there right next to the biggest of the crystals. Some nice rainbow veils over there as well. This fella here is only going to set you back $165. That's for flat 834. Lekker. Right, on to the third and last trolley we go, and we say hello to celestite. There are 6 little specimens in here. Oh, Fussy. Sorry. I did want to ask you about 70 shuttercut tumbles.
70.
Yeah, I need some.
Yeah, do it.
Thanks, man. Sweet is. That's sorted out. Tick the list, tick the list. There we go, some celestite. These are rated as good to very good. Little blue pieces of strontium superbity. A lot of scuff marks though. What is this? Good, very good. Yeah, makes sense. Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. Now, often you get a whole chunky wonky cluster of celestite unadorned by that sandy exterior. Well, that's very cool. This little celestite flat's going to be $32. That is flat 841. Lekker. Window quartz, polished window quartz from Madagascar, smoky amethyst. Beautiful transparency. Right, 740 grams worth of smoky amethyst. They're rated as, well, one's A grade, one's very good, one's good. If you wanted balance in life, keep all three with you. That's $34 only, flatter, 851. Next up, we got some polished malachite freeforms, all 6 of them, weighing 1.21 kilos, all A grade. There's a luck. Always nice to have only A grade in one flat. Doesn't happen all that often in the wholesale business. Ooh, this one's nice. Look at that. Almost, it's like a little band of Christchurch cola running down in between the malachite. That's very funky. Obviously a little bit of oxidation that crept into the vein. Very nice flat of polished malachite. It's going to cost $41 for the 1.21 kilos. That is flat 858. Then, right, you want some polished blue lace? Well, don't look any further. We've got 12 beautiful little polished bits here. These are rated, there's 12 of them, all rated as A grade, 1.7 kilos. They really are quite exceptional. Ooh, look at this fella. Hell of a nice flat, this. If polished blue lace is your thing, then happy days. $81 for the 12. Flat 861. Very nice. Then on to some honeycomb aragonite from Namibia. Say lapidary grow. I don't know if people lap. Obviously, you lap aragonite. We've got aragonite wands, but with those nice gemmy structures, why would you? These are rated as very good, 1.55 kilos. This aragonite is going to cost $19. $19. Nice. Flat 796. Then, something a little interesting. We've got some feldspar, lots of feldspar, 6 feldspar clusters or crystals. This one here, it's got little trace amounts of, not even trace amount, that's foytite with a signature tourmaline. I reckon that's a little bit of fluorite in the midst of the so it's not, it won't be goethite. Heterogenite? Not sure. Okay, so this is actually a flat of foytite with black tourmaline and feldspar. There's a beautiful single crystal. Single cluster, sorry. Absolutely gorgeous formations. Cara,
Yeah.
can you please grab the UV torch? I just want to see something. Look at those formations there. Very, very nice. I am in the mood to see if there's any highlight opal, or specifically, I think it was the fluorite on this one that I want to see fluoresce. And I also want to see the aragonite fluoresce. So, Cora, grab us the feldspar and let's take a walk. Yeah, I would be in there. Oh, he's a beautiful hound. Hello, hound. Right, so we've got some aragonite. We've got some feldspar with, well, we're going to find out. I suppose light off. There we go.
Smells funny in here. Oh, it even has a afterglow. Check.
Oh, wow. Phosphorus.
Here, on go, baby.
On. Off. Woo! Let's try with another wave. Boom, baby. Yeah, that's hot toddy. That's super cool.
That was fun.
That was fun, but I can do it again. Come on
Yeah.
in. Aha, foytite. And a lot of highlight opal. That's
Is
not...
that foytite?
Well, yeah. Well, no, actually, that was the black one with the heterogenite. That's highlight opal, no doubt, about ski. However, which one had the... I reckon the one had...
Red.
fluorite. So that might
There's
just
highlight
be all. This is a little flat of surprises. Lekker. Not much going on there.
Highlight, fluorite. There's 3 with highlight. You want to swap torches?
No, I think they're the same wavelength actually.
No, they look very different. Well,
So there we go.
Yeah.
Conclusion is, it's far more exciting than you ever thought. Thanks, Cora. Sweet as. Anyway, this flat of a feldspar, by the way, it's going to cost $45. That is for flat 289. Lekker. Thanks, Cora. Right, on to the next one. And from a distance, it is limonite from Solwezi. There are 35 little limonite clusters, and this is a beautiful. Oh, let's just zoom in on that. Inclusions. Look at the goethite. Goethite for a good time, people. Looks like a hematite inclusions. Bit of iron there. Here's more goethite, man. These are absolutely stunning. That's beautiful hues of gold. Here's iron. It's a little bit of druzy on the quartz as well. That's pretty. There we go. More goethite and iron. A lot of goethite. There we go. Let's see. Yum, 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 yum. And here as well. Oh, that is stunning, man. That is special. Very, very nice. Ooh, hang on. What are you hiding? Only some crystals. Right, 1.98 kilos. It's very good to A grade. There's a little flutter 35 beautiful limonites. They're going to cost $62. That is flat 364. Nice. Then partly polished Picasso jasper or polychrome jasper. Partly polished because we want to see what the other side looks like. Because who isn't curious about this? There are 12 reasonably large specimens. They all weigh 2.25 kilograms. Rated as good, very good to A grade. I suppose the good grade This is obviously A grade. The good grade will be the boring ones with only one color. Ooh, that's not so boring. That's quite cool. I think they're all cool. No, this is a superb flat. $38 for the 12. That's pretty decent, man, for 2.25 kilograms worth of East Coast. No, not East Coast, West Coast, Northwest Coast Malagasy Jasper. Flat 876. Next up, we got a flat of 99. That's right, someone spent the time to count 99 little silky malachites out. They are rated as good, very good to A grade. Some beautiful 20s. It's pretty. Maybe I should just take it a little slower. Let's zoom out. Do a bit of a sweep, a bit of small little specimens. Silky malachites from Kasompi. These, 99 little specimens are going to set you back $33. That is for flat 873. Tree limbs. Petrified wood from Gokwe. This is a large fella. Oh, yeah, it's a large, heavy fella with a very nice texture. Polished on the top. This one's odd. This one's gorgeous. I don't know if it's going to stand though. Yeah, no, that'll stand. That's cool. Look at that wood texture, man. Very, 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 very nice. 2.99 kilos. Very good to A grade. They're going to cost $50. That is flat 852. On to some, look at this cluster of black tourmaline shrill, man. That is epic. Oh, a little bit of vermiculite. Oh, lonely like at the top there. It's lonely being at the top, eh, Uzi? That is a spectacular black tourmaline shrill, joined by his little friend here with a bit more vermiculite. They are rated very good to A grade. They weigh 1.37 kilos. They're going to cost $51. That is flat 802. On to 35 little lazulite hearts. The worst of them is over here. Kind of a grey, sad lazulite, but the rest are absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful blue hues. They are rated as good, very good to A grade. Slightly more than 1 kilogram. That's going to be $50 for 35 little hearts. Flat 859. Then on to the stone of gem industry pedigree, some metocolite. That is the gemmy green mica crystals amongst the mica matrix. In this case, a bit of quartz, a little bit of schist. Also labelled as a, what is this? It's hard to keep up. Clinical, basically chrome flavored mica. 2.07 kilograms. These are rated very good. They're going to cost all of $30. Oh, that is, geez, that's $6 for a whole lumpy hug of green mica beauty. Flat 837. On to some, more Lacoste malachite. Now, this has got a little bit of some chrysocolla on the side, and then a bloom of malachite covered in druzy. Top of, obviously, it's on top of a nice juicy quartz layer. A little singular little ball malachite hidden by the juicy there. Beautiful shiny specimen on top of copper dolomite. These are rated as very good to A grade, 880 grams. It's going to cost $47 for the two. That is flat 846. Then Sashi River red agates, polished one side only. This one leaps out and it grabs your attention. That's because it looks like a target, and it's beautiful. 2.5 kilos for 24. Rated as very good to A grade. That's beautiful. That's a bit more subdued. She's pretty. Those definitive lines, that's, I wouldn't call that very good. This flat of 24 Sashi Rivers are going to cost you $43. That is flat 819. Onto some more Girasol gallows, 20 of them. Strangely, I don't know if it reflects properly, but this one's got a bit of a rose quartzy pinkish hue to it. Hello, Figster. What up? What are you looking for, fella? 20 these little galleys, 1.21 kilograms, rated very good to A grade, $36 for 20. That's flat 835. And then we get met by a large-ish Malagasy quartz point. It's 4.1 kilograms, rated very good. Okay. Everything's pretty immaculate. Let's see what it looks like in the sunshine. There we go. A very nice, large, clear quartz point. Oh, yeah. 4.1 kgs of very goodness. It's going to cost $68. That's for 4 kilograms worth of it. $870. Then onto Swaziland Bloodstone. That is a large point. It weighs 3.49 kilograms. Pretty stone, this man. Rated as very good. 3.49 kgs worth of beautiful Swazi bloodstone pointness is going to set you back $124. That's for flat 842. Righto, onto a beaut, and when I mean beaut, I mean AA grade rose quartz sphere. This little fella here is I think it's a kilo and a half, exactly a kilo and a half, and it is stunning. This is gem pink. Oh. Don't even have to stand at the right angle to see those lines. There you go, there's that beautiful asterism. Should be on the other side as well. And it is. Absolutely gorgeous rose quartz sphere from Madagascar. It's a little one. Let's see, it's 104 millimeters in diameter, so that's 10.4 centimeters. It's going to cost $41. That's for flat number 5. Lekker. Then druzy coated. Oh, look at that! Just look at it! Look at it! Okay, this needs to go into the sun. 2 chrysocolla specimens covered in druzy. This with beautiful. Oh, that malachite's almost tabular. That must be sure. That is something next level. Where I'm just trying to find the sun properly. Can I carry the other one with me? Yes, I can. I'm going to take a chance because I'm a top tanker. Look at those malachite blades, man, covered in druzy as well. And this is supposed to be a chrysocolla specimen, which it is. But I tell you what, that malachite is outperforming the chrysocolla 10 love. That is unreal. Delicious. And the other side, got the nice malacola motif. Not alone, though. It comes with this fella here. The druzy is all over that copper dolomite. Look at that. Bit of malachite in between, and then that shiny chrysocolla. That's beautiful. Two beautiful Congolese chrysocolla specimens. They weigh slightly less than 1 kilogram. They are rated as both as A grade. They're going to cost $190. That's for flat 269. And the last for today. Look at this. It's been on the sale. I'm sure it has been. I'm shock and horror if it hasn't. But I had to bring it out because it's that beautiful. That is exceptional black tourmaline crystallization with an almost gluttonous amount of highlight opal. It weighs almost 13 kilograms, rated as very good only, which is shocking. I mean, what does a black tourmaline and highlight specimen have to do to get an A rating? I mean, you don't get better tourmaline crystals than that. And how do you beat the highlight opal on that? Maybe it's because tourmaline on the side here isn't perfect, but that's ridiculous. This is an absolutely stunning specimen, an absolute museum specimen. Oh, look at that highlight opal all over. It is spectacular. It's also not cheap. This little fella here is gonna set you back. That's $1,034, which in my mind is hell of a cheap for the specimen. That's a bargain, absolutely. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Flat 186 for this beautiful museum specimen. I suppose you can't say museum if it's only very good, but I'm going to argue that point. Right, guys, thank you for sticking with us through your Thursday. News-wise, Nick is heading to Madagascar on Monday, hopefully. Any one of you got, over and above the original requests that you gave me, almost a year ago? That didn't work out so well, and having waited for Madagascar for as long as we waited, it felt like a bit of egg on the face. So I'm a bit careful about mentioning it, because I only have one face, and there's only so many eggs in the world. But you never know. Nothing asked, nothing ventured, nothing lost. So yeah, send me a request. In the meantime, have a beautiful Thursday, and I bid you a lucky evening. Bye.